Hey, today I want to talk about the simplest, most effective thing you can do every single day to be happier. Or at least that's what it tells me in my new 5-minute journal. Welcome back everyone to the 8th vlog of my 100-day YouTube video challenge. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. And so today I want to deep dive into the world of journaling. I don't know about you, but I've always been one for note-taking. But these notes that I take are just literally randomly thrown into my phone in no particular order. And it's for a long time I've always thought about, wouldn't it be cool to have my notes or my ideas structured in a way that was manageable and also I could look back on and gain insight and inspiration from? Because to reflect on a podcast I heard a while ago with Matthew McConaughey, he made a very good point. And he said this, that often, when times go bad, we reflect on those and go, okay, why did things go bad? When times are great, we never look back and go, okay, why were times great? Why was I being very successful? Why was I being hyper effective or hyper motivated, right? Because it's often in hindsight, we reflect on times of bad times versus on good times because we just ride the good wave. And I think journaling is a good way to get there because obviously, you know, in one book, in one place, you have a structured way to manage your thoughts, positives, negatives, how things could be better and things like that. So that's what I want to get into, the basic principles of what the 5-minute journal is. But I think the idea and the principles behind doing a regular journal is that it creates positive habits and positive habit loops. So for example, if you were to wake up in the morning and jot your thoughts and ideas down, and same thing, reflect on the day in the evening, you create these positive loops where you are having forced reflection. And I've said this before actually in a podcast where my biggest point of forced reflection was when my father passed away unexpectedly in 2017 at 62 years old. And what it did was, in the months after that, it forced me to reflect on his life, and then having done that, reflect on my own life. And that's actually when I changed my own personal course. That's when I decided to pursue my true passion, which is media, performance, entertainment. And as I'm saying that, please like the video. Since the dawn of time, reflection is something that tends to happen at morning and evening, right? We've traditionally, at the beginning of the day, the hunter-gatherers would plan where they're going to hunt and find the animals. And in the evening, you would reflect on maybe which is the best hunting spot or whatever it is, right? So to fast forward that into the modern era, I don't know about you, but how often do you go to sleep actually knowing what you're going to be expecting the next day, right? I know that we're all guilty of that because, you know, we get caught up in our own lives and we're focusing on the moment, which is great and which is fine. But I found that a lot of really highly effective people that I've watched on YouTube and other places actually spend and schedule a time in the evening to plan, or at least also get up to scratch about what is coming tomorrow. And I started to do that over the last week, and I found that really effective to not be surprised, I start dreaming of ideas that I wake up and I'm like, brilliant. And I make a note of that and I implement that into my day. I had that the other evening where I was trying to go to sleep and I just kept on thinking of great ideas for my following day. But the principle of using your mornings and your evenings to reflect, to sort of reset, set your day, I think is a really positive primer for both your day and also for positive reflection. If you want to look back on your life and wonder why I was doing so well that period, well, maybe you'll notice some things. Maybe it was you were exercising at least 3 times a week. Maybe it was because you needed to blow off steam once a week, you know? I mean, let's be honest here. How often do you get asked, how was your weekend on a Monday, right? And you're like, oh God, what did I do this weekend, right? You literally just spent 48 hours living your life and having a great time, and someone just asks you what you were doing, and you can't even remember, right? So I think also like that's because people sort of panic on the spot and then they're not in the same mindset. But I think pausing for a second and reflecting on a regular basis may help you to sort of recall better the positive and the negative things, but things from the negative side that you can learn and improve from. All right, so I've been using this one for a week now. Here's how it works. The journal is full of like beautiful little comments and quotes and things like that. For example, those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Roald Dahl. All right, so how the book starts is basically every single page, it's split into a morning routine and an evening routine, right? And that's sort of that morning reflection to set your day up, set your day on a positive note, leaning forward. There's no such thing as getting out of the wrong side of the bed anymore because you've got the journal to sort of set your thoughts in action. And I'll start with the morning routine. So the morning routine is split into I am grateful for, and there's 3 things you can be grateful for. Then there's what would make today great, 3 things that would make today great, and then daily affirmations. And I'll go through individually all of them. All right, so the first one is what am I grateful for, right? So I think the logic behind that is starting your day on a positive note. And the reason they do this in this book is that apparently there was a study in 2003 which showed that people who start the day with positive gratitude journaling, and gratitude journaling is also another style of this. It's the derivative of journaling, just gratitude journaling, where you write down 5 things you're grateful for. Apparently, the study showed that people who did gratitude journals slept better, performed better, and apparently even reduced physical pain. So, gratitude journaling is a really positive thing. So this 5-minute journal has 3 bullet points on what am I grateful for. I'll give you an example. What did I write this morning? I wrote coffee in the morning. Overnight oats, because I put some oats in the fridge last night. And then I said a warm shower in the morning. So that's your gratitude journal in the morning. The second section in the book, in the morning routine, is what would make today great. The logic around this one is to thinking is believing, basically. So, what would make today great? What did I write today? I wrote a good chat with Dan, because I'm having a chat with an old friend today for an episode coming out soon. Manage my workload well, and set my routine in place, sort of like settle in my routine. I'm in a new routine today, so I want to kind of consistently, every single day, challenge myself to keep my routine. So far, I've done that. So I'm off to a banger already, but I think this is sort of a mindset to think, okay, what will make today better? And then the last one is daily affirmations, right? And daily affirmations are basically priming your mind. So this one's actually sort of meant to be how you want to be. So for example, I want to feel self-confident and in control, right? So you write that down, and I think the logic is that you prime your mind so that you set the day off assuming that you're going to be confident and comfortable in your own skin or whatever it is. And because you've put that thought into your mind, it ends up manifesting, and you end up living it. So it's like a positive manifestation, right? Because I am guilty as well of being my worst enemy, right? I talk myself down all the time. Trust me, there's no one worse than my own critic in my own head. And I think this daily affirmation is, for example, me, I could write down in there, don't listen to that, bad voice in your head that tells you you're less than you are. And that's now in my thought process. And the first time I think of it, I'm like, oh, no, I wrote this morning, don't do that. So I suppress it, right? Or I push it away. And I think obviously building that over time would actually end up helping me get rid of that horrible thoughts in my head. So that's the 3 morning routines. What you're grateful for, 3 bullet points. What would make today great, 3 bullet points. And then 2 bullet points on your daily affirmations. All right, so the night routine is about forced reflection. And you start by writing 3 amazing things that happened that day. Even if you had a horrible day, you try to find a way to make something. For example, you had a good cup of coffee, or you had 5 minutes to get a coffee. There was a beautiful comment in the book, and the book is littered with nice little comments and things like that, from Brad Einarsson, who said the first thing he does when he comes home, when he meets his wife, is he says something positive. Regardless of how bad his day was, he will find a way to find something positive. The commute was less than normal. He had a good coffee. But the logic around that is basically you start the conversation off and the evening off with a positive thought. So the guys and girls who put this book together have taken inspiration from that. And the interesting thing about this forced reflection is that you also write down what could have made this day better, because it's something I never really think about, like how could I have made today better? Yesterday, for example, I had a wonderful day. I edited the vlog, I got a bunch of work done, but then I also went out and had a 3-hour walk, a little workout in the sun, came back, ordered a pizza. Like, how can I make that day better? And then I thought to myself, I was walking with a friend while I was taking photos. And actually I realized that I wasn't very present when that friend was talking to me. I was sort of doing the classic, nodding along. They could have said anything and I would have said, because I was really into the photography at the time. But actually I thought to myself, I could have stopped, given that person 10 minutes and then said, hey, I'm just going to get into some more photos now. So that was a good point about how I could better myself. So I've just got this, I'm 8 days in on this 5-minute journal. I think this journal, I don't know how long it takes me to, but it takes me for at least a year, I guess. And at the end, it's got space for notes. So I'm gonna start to jot down notes in there, because the one thing I was missing from this is maybe that's what the notes at the end is for, is writing down interesting things like comments and quotes that I've had, because I often come across interesting thoughts and I need to journal those better. Anyway, so I'll let you know how it goes. I'll put the link to the 5-minute journal below. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I will be back tomorrow with a vlog. I'm going to take you outside and show you the beautiful waterfront here in Lisbon. So tune in tomorrow for that one. Have a great day and think about journaling more often, because I think so far so good. Thank you so much for watching this episode, everyone. Make sure to like the video. It really helps me grow my channel and sort of develop this vlog. Share this with someone if you think it's relevant to them. And please think about subscribing to my channel, because it's free for you, but really helps me. Have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.